Welcome back to the Immortal Era, a bleak world 200 years in the future where every human has gained immortality. However, this isn't the immortality of ageless vampires or lost boys. Instead, it's an existence where humans live far beyond what nature ever intended, leading to a society crushed by overpopulation and depleted resources. Countless citizens are now forced to survive underground in the ruins of an abandoned subway system, ruled by ruthless gangs and cannibals. Amidst the chaos, a small group of heroes has risen. Their mission to seek out ancient artifacts that might restore the natural life cycle and bring balance back to the world. But their quest grows more dangerous with every step. Now they're trapped by deadly forces determined to stop them from completing their mission. Can they escape and continue their fight for humanity's future? Join us for the penultimate chapter of the second story arc in Immortal Era 11. Happy Sunday, everyone! So we are here today because my campaign is closing out. It's got about 26 minutes left, so we're going to kind of run out the clock. But we also have Fish. He's got a campaign that has 12 days left. So he's here to let us know about his book. But unlike most of my shows, I didn't send topics, no real structure. We're just going to chat. And Sarah is giving you the last chance to get Gary. She's taken down late pledges. You got your chance now. Surveys are out, but it's not too late. You can back Immortal Era. You can get a late pledge on Produce Cats, and you can get them both. So it's not too late, but it will be soon. Because how long are you keeping up the late pledges, Sarah?
Maybe a couple weeks. Maybe when Kickstarter releases the funds. So like another week and a half ish. Does that seem fair? Because I want to get that stuff out the door quickly so that I can, because I have another campaign coming up. So I don't want to have too much overlap. You know how it is, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying, because I have this one, and then I'm going to be launching in October the Floaters one. So it's kind of like, all right, I want every package out and in the mail. I'm going to I have enough funds to pay for the shipping, or not shipping, but for the printing right away. So I'm going to order the books up next week so that as soon as they release the funds, I can start sending books out.
Nice.
All right. So we see, we got a comment. Hey,
I'm really excited about that Floaters one coming up too.
Yeah, it should be fun. Dan knocked it out with the art. He really got in my head with the kind of weirdness that I was giving him. I said, okay, in my description, it's, there's a head made of floaters coming out of the eye of the character. And my wife's reading and she's like, I can't quite envision what you're talking about. I'm like, don't worry, Dan's got this. And he did. He nailed it. It's bonkers and beautiful and just what I wanted. And yeah, anyone who develops floaters now, I want to give them a healthy dose of paranoia. So yeah, since I still live with them, I have one left. And now I play the eternal game of gnat or floater. So I'll be in the room. And
where did they go?
My wife will be like, "That's an actual gnat. You can swat it."
Where did they go? That's what bugs me. Because I used to have a whole bunch, and like, are they just stuck somewhere, or it freaks me out, man. I don't like thinking about it.
Yeah, and like, why are they worse when you're tired or dehydrated? I learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, I got that. The time that they were the worst was after I finished a run. It was sunny, I was dehydrated, and that's when I lost like 40% of my visual field. That's why I ended up having to be an actual cutting surgery. So yeah, not pleasant, and that's why I turned it into an unpleasant book for everyone to enjoy.
I used to have a boss that had this disease. I don't remember what it was, but she built up too much fluid in her eyes regularly, and the pressure would give her horrible headaches. It would hurt really bad. And so they would have to stick needles in her eyes to relieve some of the pressure and remove the fluid. It was bad. And
thank you.
It helped the pain so much, and the headaches were so bad that she would be at work and she would be singing like the whole last half of the day. And then when she was time to take off early, go to the doctor, she's like, I'm going to get a needle in my eye. And she'd just be singing. She's so excited to go get it. because she knew it was going to relieve the pain and prevent the horrible headaches. So
yeah, the alternative is so much worse, and that's what it was for me.
It freaked me out, the singing.
I was into singing about my floaters, but I guess we turned it into what we can. I was writing wacky stories, and she was singing crazy tunes. But yeah, with mine, there was no pain. I guess that was the good thing. There was no pain. It was just I like singing, so let's get rid of that. It was pain when he was wedging the stupid Q-tip in my eye to move my eyeball around, and yeah, that's in the book. And Dan's like, that didn't really happen, did it? I'm like, that is factual. I feel like I'm on like beyond belief factor fiction right now. Like that is true. This part fake. Like I have not picked up a knife and gone after my family. Fake. But yeah, the gouging my eye with a Q-tip for 20 minutes, all too real, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. So let's check out. We have 2 campaigns that we're going to talk about, and we'll actually pull up Produce Cats too, because it's not too late to back that one. So we'll have that in the comments as well, so that you can get that. I'm putting in Fish's comic right now. So Alice still has 12 days, and it is so close. Like, get that thing over and funded so Fish can relax, because it does feel better. I mean, there's always that fear of, oh, what happens if you lose one of those big pledges? But it's still, once you get over that hump and now it's building to stretch goals and everything, it's so much more relief. So that's in the head over to Fish's book, and he'll talk about it in a little bit, because I'm not going to spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
It's not like that's all I've been talking about for the last month.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. My pitch, especially now, because I did a con yesterday. So I have pitched my book so many times, but yeah, I had some guy run over at the end of the show. He goes, I heard your pitch is so cool. I want to hear it. And ended up buying a book in the last minute. The beautiful thing was everyone packed up early, which is not great. It should have ended 2 hours before it did, but I'm there. I'm like, what the hell? I'm stuck at this con anyway. I'm staying till the bell. And
yeah, why not?
Everyone else was gone. So I was like, you got no other options. Why don't you come over and talk to me about my book? Because all those guys are gone. So I did make a lot of last minute sales. I got the ones of my kid really wanted a comic book, and you're all that's left. So it's like, all right, cool.
Here's a book about death.
Yeah. I sold them on the Collective, which I have a short story in, and that one's the most kid friendly. I would have said Cthulhu, but then it's got the nudity in it, and Travis told me to play nice and then throw some nudity.
One of my client books with me because I've got some all ages friendly stuff that would be great for kids at shows, and there's like 11 issues now that they could do as a big bundle, but now it's table space. Like between my 17 books and those 11 books and other things, like I can't put 100 and something books out there for people to look through. So,
Yeah. Do you have the metal rack to put on? Do you need a taller metal rack? Is that what you need?
I'm going to end up having to get one of those giant square vendor booths, like out in the middle, that take up like their whole own little island.
The 20 by 20 thing.
More expensive, but there's a lot more real estate.
I think if you got a combination of people, it could work. Because I saw one at San Diego, and it was one of those huge kind of 20 by 20 things, and each one took a side. So there were 4 sides to it. Each one had a good 10-foot spread, and you could have the overflow. I also got a binder. They have these comic book binders that'll hold about 40 books if you do them back to back. And I have that for all my variants, because it used to be the variants are on the table, my other books are on the table. And by the end of the con, I was losing my mind, because it was just everything was squished together and kept getting bumped. And I got the binder, and that has every variant in it, and it fits a lot better.
I spend so much time straightening the things because my OCD can't leave them bumped. I have to adjust them and put them back. And so much time just for somebody to come bump it again.
When someone bumps mine, they'll see me reach over and do it, and they're probably thinking, all right, Dick. But it's like, no, I put them here. You got to keep them there. Don't mess with my
I'm trying to make sales here. I'm trying to keep a beautiful looking, offering here for people to want to come sample from, not just a stack of stuff somebody tossed around.
Yeah, and that's what it was beginning to look like, was a stack of stuff on my table.
Yeah, I take bead sprites that are made out of perler beads, but they're, fun comic book or video game characters, and that I make when I'm when I'm stressed out usually, which is a weird thing to do when you're stressed, but whatever. And also take those and sell those at the conventions when I go to. And kids come and just there'll always be one, and you can always hear them coming, and they will just level the whole table. Yeah. And I'm like, every damn time, and the parents do nothing to stop it. Never. And except one time, there was this dad, you could tell, like, he had just given up. Like, he'd just completely given up. He had these two little tornadoes of two little girls, and he gave me $10, and he was like, I'm sorry, just here. I was like, oh, well, thank you. I actually appreciate that. Like, it's okay that your kids
acknowledges.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a rarity when they actually acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What gets me is the audacity when you have somebody who's probably not a comic book enthusiast and they're bringing their kids to the con for an outing to like they're viewing some kind of, crazy West African safari or something, like, oh, let's go look at the comic nerds, and they're taking them around, and like I'll hand out bookmarks to people that have a little comic strip about the Mighty Call on there. So I'm like, hey, want a free comic? And you can get a QR code on the back and get a free digital download, that whole thing. And I'll hand that out to somebody. And like a mom will take it and be like, oh, that's nice. Here, you kids want one? And she'll just like start grabbing books off my table and handing them to her kids to walk off like they're free samples, free pens or something from the bank. And I'm like, whoa. That's about $40 you just handed your kids there.
Yeah, no. The bookmark, the things that we give you and say are free, but nothing else is free. And I've gotten that with a lot of stuff too. And why do you think that that's free? Mm-hmm. Why do you think that we would spend many dollars and hours of our time to make that and then just give it away? Like, we can't do that. It would be awesome if that was the kind of world we lived in, but we can't.
I get it if like all you have ever gone to is like a big trade show where like all these businesses are trying to get your attention and they're giving away squeegees and sponges and pins and squishy balls and lanyards, giving away cheap crap.
Yeah.
Then okay, I could see maybe if that's all you've ever been to, maybe thinking but that's not what we're doing. We're trying to make a living here. We're You're at the bazaar, baby.
And you would think that you've learned the difference between the cheap promotional junk stuff and what actually people expect to pay, that you have to pay for, right? Like, we've learned the difference, so why haven't these people all learned the difference? I mean, you're 40 years old, lady, figure it out.
Yeah, but then they don't figure it out, and then they let their kids keep doing it, because I had kids coming and peeling stickers off my table yesterday, and I'm like, those are my price stickers. And I was trying to be nice. I'm like, here, let's trade. I'll give you this sticker from my book. I don't want that sticker. I'm like, parents, step up. You
want the dumb little star that says $5? Why would you want that and not this cool sticker of a floating head?
You can have the back of my hand. What's it going to be?
Yeah.
Oh my God, wouldn't it be cool if that was allowed? I mean, I would. Child,
I'd like to just be able to yell at them. I mean, honestly, that. And plus, I mean, I teach kids all week. I don't need that bullshit when I'm doing my other things.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with
40 hours. I'm not doing it on the weekend.
Yeah. I paid my dues over the weekdays. Weekends are my free time. I'm gonna tell your kid to stop that shit.
Yeah.
The stuff I can't say in a classroom.
Either you're paying my salary today, or you get taking care of your own kid. I'm not doing it for free.
Yeah. I've noticed that sometimes just kind of making, like, if you just bark hay at them, the kids are usually they stop, they freeze if you bark at them real loud, and then go, those cost money, but here, you can have this for free, or like, and give them a bookmark or a sticker or something, and then teach them with stuff is free. But like, there's always that one kid that doesn't care too. So
It comes with the territory. And
I absolutely love when a little kid comes over and asks a million questions, because I am all for getting more kids into comics and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But like, and I can even see myself. I could even see myself giving away my table copy. Maybe I'm not gonna give them a fresh book, but like, maybe give them a table copy of. I don't have any. I need to get the little ash cans that only cost $1 or $2 that I can give as teasers and stuff.
See, that's the thing. I've been trying to crack the code on this to get a comic that's affordable enough to give away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's going to have to be offset press. It's probably going to have to be overseas to get the price cheap enough. But I'd like to do like a black and white ash can type comic that would have like snippets of my books in there. I'd really like to team up with some other
Yeah,
creators
that's what I was
and
thinking
have,
about
like,
too.
a short from my book, your book, his book, their book, and put it all together in like one black and white sampler that's like, and have like 4 pages of your story and then like an advertisement and a QR code to like where to find the rest of your books, where to buy new copies. And then we could, if we went together, we can afford to do a big enough print run that brings the price down low enough that it's something you could sell for $1 or you could give away if you wanted to.
Hand it if you want to.
Yeah.
Use it as a promotional thing. How freaking awesome would it be to be able to hold up an actual comic book? Hey, who wants a free comic? And hand that out. Dick Tracy was doing it at one con I was at, and they were newsprint black and white comics. But just the fact that you could get one, it was thin too. It was maybe 12 pages.
Okay, but that's all it needs to be. Something to allure them.
Awesome.
And yeah, that's something to think about. Let's talk about that later. Find a good enough creators, and if we can get it to 24 pages, 4 pages each, or even 3 pages, and then the QR code, I think that would be something really good. But like I said, cost is what kills you, because I don't need 2,000 of them by myself. But if you're splitting it amongst 6 creators, it takes the edge off, because you want it. If you're giving it away, you want something under $1. You don't want to be handing away things that are more than that. That's why I hand away a lot of stickers, because those generally cost you, like 25 to 50 cents. And you listen to my pitch, I'll hand you a sticker when you're after hearing it. And you can hope.
See, that's nothing. I'd really like to get it down to like 20, 15 cents, something like that. Which, if we do enough people together and did black and white and stuff, the problem is every time I talk to people about it, they're like, oh, well, no, my book has to be in color. And if I'm going to do it, then I got to have at least 12 pages. And, and then it just gets out of hand, and you can't get that at a cheap enough price to still hit the idea of it'd be nice to have something you could give away to make, or at least be able to afford to give away if you want to at a show, and or sell for $1. And I think that would be really advantageous to have.
Yeah, so we definitely got to keep this conversation going and try to find some people. So, hey, Corissa, how are you?
I'm good. My husband's working on the water, so if you hear any cursing, that would be him.
Yeah, that was me a few weeks ago. I tried to test the sprinklers to see what sprinklers needed to be replaced, and the whole pipe burst. It's like, isn't that how it goes? I just wanted to go to Lowe's and buy a couple sprinklers. It's going to be a $10, 10-minute job, and now I got water flying at me everywhere. So
that's the thing.
He's been to Home Depot
We've
about
got
4
a little
times.
leak outside the house on the outside faucet, and my wife's like, well, can't you fix that? And I was like, technically I can. The problem is we have like 10 people at the house, and I know I'm going to have to turn off water to the whole house. And I know when I start that job, as simple as it's going to seem, I'm not going to be able to find a tool or something I need. And then I'm going to have to stop and run to town. And that's going to be an hour or two back and forth. And then no water in the house for all that time, because now I got the end of the house open and the water. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I just rather pay somebody to come fix it.
Yeah, there's no water, and I was cooking chicken, and I was like, damn it. So that was fun. But
see that you're all decked for Black Cat Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm up.
That's today. Today is Black Cat Appreciation Day.
I do.
Everybody go pet your black cats. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That one's a lion.
My tan dog, because that's all I got. I got no other option.
Well, he can be an honorary black cat today.
Honorary black cat.
Yeah, black wiener dog.
Orange too.
You want to pet my black wiener head?
Yeah. I have a bunch of cats and none of them are black. I used to have a black one, but he got cancer like 6 years ago and he passed away. So
yeah,
he was a weird one though.
So he's like half black.
He looked like he always looked like somebody just surprised the hell out of him. Like he was always startled.
My guy.
And Corissa, I just realized I could have sworn I backed your project and added the $25 or added the extra for my thing. And I don't know. It's it's saying like back this project. I'm thinking I thought I did that, but
Let me look.
that's all right. I
don't know. This has been. It was super fast in the beginning, and then it just. No, you didn't. I have two other.
I'm doing it now. I'm taking care of it. I was thinking like.
I remember you saying you were gonna do it.
I thought I did. It must have been I didn't press that final payment button or whatever, but.
You're doing pretty good though. That's nice. Like I mean, it's. I've been seeing so many people with some awesome work struggle to get their goal, and that's like what's going on? Why is it is just
it?
Yeah.
It did. So that price is great for redemption, and I would absolutely love that. For redemption's never gotten that high, but for the Western, that's very low because I buy. Like
this is the third one, right? Yeah.
I buy $1,000 covers, so it's a little tougher. But yeah. I'm not complaining too much. I need to kind of hit like around 8 to break even. But
well, it should get there. So I just gave mine. I honestly could have sworn that I did it, and I looked. I was pulling up my pledges so I could have all the accounts ready to go. And I'm looking like, wait, I didn't back that? I mean, in my brain I did, but who knows what sleepwalk day that was for me.
That's the thing. I've almost missed a few because I'm like, of course I did that.
Yeah, in my brain.
I was looking at it and then somebody distracted me and I didn't finish.
Yeah, I squirrel dogged for sure on that one.
I'm always annoyed because like I'll have enough money to back for the digital, but sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I better not until I'm sure, and then I'll forget, and then I'll miss it completely, and then I'll be like, I have no idea which ones I have and which ones I don't have. So which ones do I back for this time?
Yeah,
it's
That's
most
the tricky
people.
part. Hey, if you're buying from me or Corissa, you just tell her you want one, and we'll send it to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's harder for Corissa because Corissa puts out like one book every freaking month, and I'm like, okay, how many did I miss this time? I'll just put me down for one of all the ones I missed. I don't know.
If you're digital and you just buy like one, and I've known you to do in the past, I just send them all anyway. I don't care.
Yeah,
I have. I'm like, I think I'm way behind on the original series now.
Yeah,
because I backed for a physical. I shouldn't have done that. I backed for a physical copy of the first Western. Then I was like, shit, I spent all my money. Now I don't have enough to buy the next couple. But it's like stuff. It's just so erratic, isn't it? It's obnoxious because it's so erratic. Like, why can't I just have stable? It can be a little bit of money, but like, can it just be stable?
Yeah.
Can I get the same amount of money every month, please?
As long as you don't care about the cover, like I no longer, like, I used to buy a ton of every cover, but now I have like so many of them, it's stupid. So now I don't do that anymore. So the main cover, I buy about 30, and that's why the people that buy regular covers, they get it within 4 days because I just ship it. But
very quick.
Very quickly. But if you're buying like special covers, then I order it specially, and then it takes like, I usually get those out generally, I'm gonna say 6 weeks,
which is still good.
Yeah,
that's most of us are lucky to get it done that fast. Yeah,
I hate it. I want to get everything out immediately.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna check in on all the campaigns. So first, mine, it's got 3 minutes to go.
Fill out that survey. What are you doing?
I'll fill out my survey. I always get that red alert.
I won't.
So we're at 44.75 and 3 minutes left. So I'll be honest, this one outperformed what I had imagined it was gonna do. So I don't even have a $4,500 stretch goal. So you guys want to make me think? Bag it for $25 and drop in the comments what you think I should get.
Oh, come on, it's only $25 more. Let's make Ed's life harder. Come on.
Yeah, I was surprised, and I was saying this campaign, crossing fingers so far, there's only been one person cancel their pledge, and I've never had that low of a cancellation count. But
Yeah, it's better that it happens that way, that they cancel before the campaign is over, because it's way more upsetting when you get when people error back their back. Yeah, because then
bad card.
that's worse. Yeah.
When that time ends, I want that to be the amount I have, and it pisses me off.
Exactly.
So many errors. And I've only had one time when they had no errors, or it did, but they all got fixed or paid separately.
Yeah.
And some of those people that error every freaking time, and I'm like, come on, man, this has got to be like every month for you that you keep doing this. Like,
this one was a good one. I had just 2 errored backers, and only one of them hasn't fixed it yet. And I always feel a little weird about reaching out to them, personally, because I know I know Kickstarter sends like every 2 days or something if you don't fix your errored pledge, but
they send it like, I think 48 hours, and then they send it at the 7 day. I don't think they send.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they don't send many, but they do send some. And so, like, when I reach out personally, I'm adding to their clutter in their inbox, and I'm like, it's okay if you can't pay it. It's okay if you don't want it anymore. That's fine. I just want to let you know that Kickstarter's going to drop the pledge completely if you don't fix it in this case for me, it's two more days. You got a little less than 2 days now. So I'm always like a couple of days a couple of days out from that day, that dropped pledge day. I always am like, maybe I should, because maybe they just didn't notice because they get so much mail. It's easy to miss that.
Well, the reason why it annoys me is because if I have the covers, I can't send it, and I want to send it. Like last one, I sent out all but 27. I sent all out within 48 hours. So I want to get them out. But if they don't, and I have to order it, then I'm like, do I order it? Do I not order it? Like, if it's metal, I'm not ordering it until they pay, because I only have one of one.
Right.
So I can't. So sometimes I have to wait 7. Then everyone else has to wait the 7 days.
Yeah. All right, so we are in 42 seconds on this, so we'll see. Is someone going to make me have to think of a last-minute goal? Let's see. 30 seconds left, so...
I thought I forgot to pledge to it all of a sudden. I got there and it says manage
pledge. You got in there pretty early on it, so...
I'm like trying to rush it. It was like 2-factor authentication, shit! But I'm pretty sure I'd back 2.
Yeah, I think you got it already. But if you didn't, we'll have late pledges for at least a week. Because I have a couple podcasts that I had to get in next week that'll be promoting it. So we just get to see the fireworks and something else.
Yeah, late pledges are cool, but also they're kind of annoying. Oh, we didn't. Okay, you got away with it this time, Ed.
The fireworks, and I don't need to think of a $4,500 stretch goal, although that's a problem I'm happy to have. So if we get a late pledge that comes in today, I'll still search one out, because I've already ordered the stickers. I've already ordered the magnets because I knew that they were unlocked, and that was at 4,000. And all right, so there we go. One
thing I hate about the late pledges, I feel like it takes away the urgency for people.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think it's smart to have them, but
it does. But you can change the price. So if you want to charge $15 for,
if you have it or don't have it, and they could just be like, "Well, I'll just late pledge," and you're like, "Well, I don't have that," because I've had like 3 people ask me, like, "I don't have that." So
so you know what? Buy it when it's there. That's what they need to learn if they're buying your stuff.
Yeah, and it's like you can't. If we don't fund in the first place, then if you were always planning on backing, you should back while the campaign's still active for a lot of reasons. One, it's almost certainly going to be cheaper than the late pledges, because why would any of us do late pledges if we weren't going to, make that sense of, like, do it early so that you can save the money.
Yeah.
And, although the late pledges can be nice. Mm-hmm. And then also, like, if we don't fund, then there is no late pledges. We have to fund the comic.
I know late pledges work for, like, I think Travis likes them. I think he got a lot.
You should do it for your excess merch, Corissa. That's what you should have it just turned on for that alone.
Yeah, nope, you're right. That. I am going to do it
for the merch to clear your house. And the good thing with late pledges, what I will say, and one of the people talked to me about it. He messaged me and said, "Look, I get paid on a specific day. Kickstarter doesn't take the funds when I pledge, But if I do a late pledge, they'll take it right there. And I know I have the money, and it's not, okay, I pledged, but now I got to wait 18 days till they take the money, and I may not have the money. So in that case, it's helping someone out.
Yeah, I wish that Kickstarter would maybe not take the money, but like put a hold on their account, because that way it would be good for everybody. Because then my backer knows that that their money was taken out, and now they're okay. They're going to get their thing, and they can still go back and cancel it if they need to before the end of the campaign. But also, I still get the pledge, and I know that, and like you get to back, and it just seems like it would be better if they just put a hold.
That would make it so much easier, because the card won't error at that point. I mean,
cards are if it doesn't succeed, you get $50 back or whatever. That's good. It feels great.
Yeah. I wish that obviously there were no cancellations allowed, but that's fine if you want to do cancellations. I wish you couldn't cancel in the last 24 hours. I wish that they had the address always available. Like, you can't pledge if your address isn't on there, because I still holding one from a year ago, and I love the guy because he pledges every single time. I have yet to mail one out because he has yet to fill it out, and I can't find him. I've emailed him personally. I've messaged through Facebook. I messaged through wherever, Kickstarter, and he just keeps pledging. I was like, would you like your items? Would you like your items?
One day I'd like to give you what you bought.
Yeah.
And
that's
I have
the problem
and
with using
they'll
like
do
a
it so late.
email that you never check for Kickstarter.
Yeah,
because
I put a.
all
But if he keeps pledging, he must see that banner. He must.
Yeah,
yeah.
That I put a thing in my I didn't put it in the Power Broker one, but I have put it in all of my campaigns since that. It says if you do not fill out your survey within 6 months of the sending of the survey, then if the survey is void and your pledge is considered a donation. And that way, like, if people get mad at me 2 years down the line, why didn't I ever get my stuff? I'm gonna be like, you didn't fill out your survey, did you? And they're like, well, no, but I can do it now. I was like, no, you can't. Check the terms and conditions. I mean, like, this is not Walmart. We aren't keeping stock on for years and years and years. We can't do that. We're just us. Like, my team is literally just me packing stuff. It's just me.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Corissa and her orange cat on the back of the couch there.
Yeah. Oh, he's very helpful. I do like that you said that about the late. I am going to do late pledges now, and I would have never thought of that. So I'm glad you said that. I can do
to get rid of all the stuff that you want that you have the leftover, the extra stuff. Yeah, definitely.
So, and my thing is, how many times does somebody come to you like a week after the campaign closes, and they just saw one of your posts that you were posting every day for a freaking month, and they're like,
"Yes,
is it still live?" And like, that's the one that bugs me, because it's not really their fault that they didn't get to see
it's nobody's fault. It's Facebook's fault, or Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Why are you showing us stuff that's 3 weeks old? That is no longer relevant. Stop it, Facebook.
Well, the other thing that's annoying too is that backer kit goes into a promotional email section in Gmail, and I didn't know this existed. And the only reason why I knew it existed was because I sent myself a test and I didn't get it. I was like, well, where is it? So there's probably, I have 700 original backers, and only like 200 of them get it. So.
Yeah, it's weird, and the algorithm sucks, and it's just, there's nothing we can do to control it because you post every day. And I got something for an event that was at San Diego Comic-Con yesterday, thinking, all right, that's a missed opportunity there, because it's something I would have done. But yeah, so it's not just us I'm sure they spent a good amount of money paying for the promotion of that, and it showed up to me a week after Comic-Con was over, 2 weeks after it's over. All right, so Fish, let's talk about Alice Lost in Wonderland.
Alice Lost in Wonderland is the story I have been working on for 30 years. It is, I like to pitch it to people now as what would happen if Michonne and Tank Girl had a baby and it was raised by Jesse James in a TARDIS. It is following the beautiful, blonde, bloodthirsty bombshell Alice as she has grown up in this interdimensional rift called Wonderland. She is now the deadliest bounty hunter in Wonderland. Not necessarily because she's the best, but because a whole lot of people die. and she is on the hunt for her adopted dad, the White Rabbit, the guy who brought her to Wonderland in the first place, trying to save her life. And then he couldn't figure out how to get her back home. So he did his best to raise her. He raised her on the run. He raised her as a bit of a scoundrel. And now she's a bounty hunter with a chip on her shoulder for an old man. Somehow she has half of his Vorpal sword that lets him cut holes in time and reality. And she's got the Tin Man by her side. And now she is in issue 1. She makes a deal with a demonic deal maker to have to hunt down her dad and deliver his head to the Queen of Hearts, who just so happens to have sworn to kill her and Big Ten on sight if she ever sees him again. In issue 2, she goes on the hunt trying to find his trail and ends up in a face-off in the end of it with the fearsome Captain Hook, who is just below there. You can see the top of her hat. She's the Terra Neverland, which is an area in the rift that is the land has long ago been lost beneath the toxic clouds, and it'll melt the flesh from your bones. And most people don't survive very well in this toxic environment, but if you live long enough, you pretty much become a pirate. And Hook is one of the scariest ones, and she's now in a face-off with her, trying to find information about her dad so she can try and hunt down the guy she's never been able to catch so far. And then issue 3 picks up from there. We find out more about Hook's past and her entanglements with Alice. We see more of Alice's time growing up with Rabbit. Like, there's a couple of pages here in a minute that show, like, the first couple of pages of issue 3 start out with Rabbit dumping Alice off in a brothel for the girls to watch her while he goes off on a mission that's too dangerous for her. And they get in this really emotional fight that really kind of hurt my heart to have to draw. And he ends up yelling at her and she's yelling at him. And this whole cycle of generational trauma starts all over again. And oh man, it's good stuff. It is exciting. It is sci-fi, swashbuckling, time traveling, all timey-wimey nonsense fun. But at its core, it's really a story about like generational trauma and trying to do better than your parents did and end up making completely new mistakes, and you can still have your kids hate you. And, you know, like by the end of the first 6-issue arc, we're going to understand why Alice hates him so much and kind of see everybody's side of it and understand he did the best he could with what he had, and she's got good reason to kind of hate him. And if up until now, this is the first time that we're offering the mini comics in digital form too. Up until now, they've just been print mini comics, and they follow a completely separate little storyline of Alice and another little white-haired kid, Buster, that go on a little adventure when she was younger. And you see a different angle of Wonderland when she was younger. You see a whole different angle on Captain Hook. So when you see the reveal in the main book, if you've been reading along in the mini comics, you're going to have a whole lot of questions that are going to start to get addressed in issue 3. Otherwise, it's still a fun book. But if you really want all the juicy little bits with gravy, then you want to get the mini comics. And now you can get them digitally as well. And then we got the bigger swag packs that come with the 3D printed minis and the T-shirts and the brand new hat that got for the first time doing hat swag. Like, this is honestly the whole reason I wanted to change my setup was so I could wear a freaking hat on channels and show off the new swag that we're doing without having the headset on. That's why I'm moving everything around. But they're nice fitted caps. They're sized like small to large, double extra large, so I can fit it on my big giant melon. We're doing the Mr. Fish Comics sweatshirt. We've got all kinds of cool swag this time around. All kinds of neat add-ons. You can add on the individual mini comics. You can add on the D&D mini figures in either physical copies or STLs you can download and print yourself. We've got the delayed shipping add-on. So if you're overseas or even people in America keep picking it, you can delay shipping and I'll return your shipping fees and I'll ship it all at the end of the year or the next campaign or whenever you want it. Like my buddy in Singapore is having me ship all the books at the end of the year to him. And costs the same to ship him a whole year's worth of books as it does to ship him one copy. So why not return his shipping cost and save the money? He knows I'm good for it because I keep putting out books.
Yeah, he knows you're not disappearing.
Putting out books, but I'm doing them by myself. So
yeah, that is such a good idea, and I'm definitely going to do that with issue 12 because same thing with me. I'm gonna keep releasing Immortal Era. It's not going anywhere. So you'll be able to get 3 a year. And if you want to
Immortal is
back my
literally
other
in the
stuff,
title. It ain't going nowhere.
yeah. So if you want to say, just send me the Immortal Era stuff, or you say, hey, you're one shot, I want that right away. It's, give them the choice, because especially international shipping, it's so pricey. And it saves them a lot. They're going to save the price of a few books, not shipping it right on time. As long as they can wait. And really, I guess you could read the digital in the meantime. But all right, you want to binge read it and just get a shot of 3 of them in one, you can do that too. So yeah, that's definitely, I'm gonna use that idea. And link right here is in the comments. You want to get in there, back it. You can see I did, because you can see what pledge I made, and I'm excited. I always grab Fish's stuff. I just actually dug out the some of the stuff I bought from you at Nashville a couple years ago. I'm digging through my long boxes because I gotta sort them. They're a mess and I'll never find anything. So I got to make them alphabetical. I did it with my album collection. It's time to step up and do it with the comics as well, because otherwise it's kind of like, hey, I want to read a Fish book. Holy crap, where the hell is it? Let me go.
I just bought a whole new stack of short boxes so I can do that too, because I've got like piles on my shelves over there, just stacks that got too big to go anywhere else, of like books that came in from cons, or books that I brought back from a show, or books that I picked up when we were out of town at a new comic book store, or books from Kickstarter, and I stacked them up to make videos about I never made. And I gotta organize them, because they just it's a jumble of mess now.
It is. I feel you. And I mean, even though they're in boxes, it's hard to pull something out. And I'm trying to bring back my little 1-minute review segments that I do on my channel. And I like to read the physical. I mean, I'll read the digital because I have to read it multiple times before I want it. But for my first read, I like to sit there and read a proper comic. And it's hard to find that proper comic, because I backed it 6 months ago and it's sitting in a giant stack. Half the time not even opened yet, until I decide, okay, I'm gonna read a bunch of stuff today. So let me open these boxes up.
I gotta be honest, personally, I kind of prefer my first read to be the digital myself. Like, I mean, I love a physical comic. I love printing. I love putting it together. I love a physical book, but I've really gotten to enjoy the digital, because like, I can zoom in or out. Like, I got one book from a friend that I dearly love. I supported their first Kickstarter for the story. And then I had to message him. I was like, dude, this is unreadable, because the lettering was just all way too small. And even like with my glasses up close, I couldn't read any of it.
Wow.
And I messaged him about it. He's like, yeah, it kind of got away from me. And then the second book was exactly the same. And I was like, okay, yeah, I love you, but I'm not going back anymore because I can't read it. If I got the digital copy, I could have at least zoomed in enough to be able to read the story.
Yeah, that's an excuse for one time. You mess up that once, everybody does. I mean, we're gonna make mistakes. It happens. Even the big guns. I mean, I've seen messy stuff in Marvel and DC. It happens. But if it continuously happens, you're not going to be the only one that says, look, I can't keep backing you. And you know him, you like him personally, and you're not going to do it. So what's going to happen to the people that don't know him from anyone? They're out.
Yeah.
All right, Corissa, tell us about Worthy Chaos.
You're muted.
Well, muted.
Unmute.
Love some underboob.
Well, my husband was walking by. I was like, yeah. So much to tell. So this is Worthy Chaos. The same characters of Redemption, if you know who they are. If you're not, you don't have to read Redemption. This is just the same characters in the 1800s. It's a completely technical different story, and you don't have to read both, but if you fall in love with the characters, definitely can read both. That's our journal that we have. You just passed the jars that I have. This is interactive, so you can collect the jars that she collects as well, and you can have a journal that you could buy from us, or you could just buy the journal pages, but the journal pages are free for anyone that buys a journal for $14. As long as you back whatever Kickstarter you back, you get the pages for free. And it's all the cryptids that are in the issue, whether behind her, interact her with whatever. We have, a molesting plant cover, apparently. It was not intentional. But we have a couple of covers. If you scroll down, you can see Daryl Choose. He's a Marvel artist, and he's the one that did our issue 1. So we actually have 2 from him. And he does amazing work. I asked him what he wanted to do next, and he wants to do the sexy nurse. So he's going to do a cover for Redemption. So
cool.
I know. This is our first arrival of Squonk that you just passed. We've got Mothman in this one, and the Wendigo, and you can see Bigfoot is covering his ears. And you don't have to go through all the merch because there's tons. But there's metal covers, glow in the dark covers, all sorts of covers, one of ones, all that kind of stuff. We've got plushies, we've got digital ketchup tiers. We have ketchup tiers for both. I think for it's $14 to get all of the Western 1 through 3 with all the covers. And I think it's 30 something to get both series total, which is 17 issues. so it's 14 from I try to keep it low because I did this so fast. There's the journal for anyone that wants it. I did the series I only started 2.5 years ago, and we're on issue 15 next month. So, and issue 22 is almost done. So
man,
I have to help people catch up. I did order book 3 already, so we'll have it ready to go.
Oh, so you got another hardcover coming out?
I'm always gonna have another hardcover coming out. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, he's got one more.
Crazy.
He's got one more issue. Issue 23 is the last issue of Redemption, so that's going to be the 4th book, and then it's going to continue into series Conviction. So,
okay. So it's going to be it'll be a different title, but just the continuing story.
It continues, and it's the same characters, but it's a different environment. They're actually on an island. They do a lot of other stuff, and it kind of shifts what happens. But yeah, it's I made a new series. I kind of wish I'd made this 12 through or 13 through 23 different, because when we wrote it, it was a different book. It's just the zombies and all that stuff. But I didn't think about it until it was too late. So, but I didn't want to think about another title with TION at the end. So it's fine by me. So I did just start a new series. So I started writing a new series called Vindication, and I started that this week. So,
and it's not the same characters?
It's the same characters. I will never write anything else, so don't even ask.
Okay.
But it's a spinoff from the Western where Seth got a lamp and accidentally wished that Seraphina was his instead of Draven's, and it causes this whole dimensional shift thing, and right now they're in Egypt, and they're trying to interact with, or try not to interact with, Anubis and Thoth and Bastille and all this stuff. So all the gods and goddesses are there.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I like Twisted Wishes. So
yeah, that's always fun. I just rewatched Wishmaster, and I mean it's a flawed 90s movie, but I love those Twisted Wish kind of movies. It's always fun. Or stories, anything like Monkey's Paw, it works.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, it's not that it's technically twisted; it's just nothing good comes from it. Like, one of the wishes is that Seth wishes that Davies, one of the main villains, is dead, and that causes a necromancer to come, and then all these zombies and stuff. Then he wishes he never existed, and is actually a creature that he had trapped at one point. And since he never existed, it wasn't trapped, and it's actually worse than him, and it's this whole thing. So, and you can only Seth can use it, and you can only wish every 5 days.
Okay.
Which is actually,
but it's not only 3 wishes. He can
wish as many as he wants. It's just every 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that puts me trapped in a corner half the time, because I'm like, well, I can't get out of this by wishing, which is kind of what I wanted, but I'm like, damn it,
yeah.
I screwed myself over. So I have to think of things to do for 5 days. But yeah, we have flat magnets, stickers. There's 3 different kinds of stickers. There's chibi, regular, and mythology. We also have metal pins galore. I just added them all to my website. And apparently I just ordered another 7. So I'm going to have 24 or 25 by December. So
wow.
I'm just going to start a metal pin company myself. So
you may as well. People
Cthulhu's not even in
him.
this, but I had to add him. So
yes. Cthulhu invades Worthy Chaos. So there
he's gonna be in the story now, and we always wanted him, but I was never gonna put him in the Western. He was actually gonna be in Redemption, and he still might, but now we're just gonna stick him in, And Cerberus is gonna be in there too. And now I want the Manticore because I just got that plushie. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get back here.
There you go. It ends Friday, and for anyone that wants to find it, all you do is search A Worthy Chaos on Kickstarter or Google, and fortunately, I'm the only idiot that pops up, so you can easily find me. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and then someone was saying, "Oh, you're on issue 11. That's great." I'm like, "No, Carissa's so far ahead. I'll never catch up." And like, I could feel pride for like half a second till I look at like.
I'm just, what? I did it the stupidest way possible. Like I wanted, like when I first started, I got yelled at by a lot of people that said, "There's no way in hell you're going to finish all of those issues." And I was like, well, as much as I can get done, I'm going to get done. Then I got yelled at because 15 goes live next month and 22 is almost done. And they're like, how do you know they're going to sell? I was like, I don't care. It's for me.
Eventually they'll sell. But yeah, I mean, I was told the same thing. A couple people in the beginning when I said, "Oh, it's going to be between a 24 and 30 issue series." They're like, "Oh, you're crazy. We'll never see it. What are you going to do when you don't get them out?" I'm like, "Dude, you just fucking dared me. Don't do that. I'm like McFly. You just called me chicken."
Oh, well, the tricky part and the best part and the worst part is that mine are already written for Redemption. So there's 23 for Redemption, there's 25 for Conviction, there's 25 for Resurrection. But Resurrection doesn't have to get done. Conviction has to get done because I hate to say it, the Redemption ending is a soft ending in my eyes. Like I literally have, and they live happily ever after unless you turn the page. Like there's just like you can stop, but there's a lot going on in the next series. Now Conviction has a great ending, and then Resurrection is their next life. And that's 25 issues. And then we actually have another 25 after that, but I probably will never release that because I'll be like 90. But I think I'm going, like, if I can, like, if my artist is still able to do it, actually, he doesn't even have to do Resurrection because it's another life. Technically, I can get another artist. But if he's, if he's around, he tells me he'll do it as long as he doesn't get hit by a bus or have Parkinson's. I'm glad those are the only two reasons why he'll stop. But apparently, if he dies in the other way, he'll still do it. It's just the bus. You can't do it if he gets hit by a bus. But if he can do Conviction or if he can do Resurrection, I would love for him to do it. After that, that's only like I'm just going to write it because I think the ending, I love the ending to Conviction and I love the ending to Resurrection. If you kept going, it would be because after those 25 is a war. That's going to be another. So there'd be another 50 issues after Resurrection. So I'm hoping to get. So technically, those are 75 issues. Yeah, I'd want 50 more issues in Redemption, and the Western has 20 issues already written. Damnation is thankfully only 4 issues. And the Origins that I finally wrote is probably only 1 issue. It's just how they originally met, which I didn't even know when I wrote all this. I had a dream like 5 months ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's how it happened," and then I wrote it up. So I didn't even know anything that's going on.
Do you guys see how that cat is just becoming one with the couch behind her? You tilted your head, and I'm like, just look at this cat.
Yes.
I got distracted from what she was saying for a minute because
this one's always near me, that one's always behind me, and those idiots over there are always in Daddy's spot. So,
Aw.
Yeah.
Man, I feel the sneezes just watching right now. I'm about to have an allergy attack from my screen.
No.
But they're fluffy kitties, and I want to pet them, but then I'll regret it the next day. It's like when I have a friend, we do marathons and stuff together, so I'll crash at her house and I'll tell her I got allergies. She's like, okay, I'll make sure the door's closed and the cats don't get out. And yet somehow I wake up and there's 3 cats snuggled up with me, so I must look appealing and snuggly to
No.
cat.
They just know you're allergic. They know.
They're like,
they have a homing device for people who hate cats and for people who are super allergic. That's they know.
That's when
My
they want to
husband's
like
best
try
friend
and
is
stick
allergic,
their
and
whole
they
face
just
in your
zoom right in.
nose.
Oh,
and
did we wake
rub.
you up?
Yeah.
Tough life. My cat has a tough life. Can you tell? He's got a horrible life. Yeah.
So tough, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about Produce Cats, which is over, but it's not over. Because we're giving you a little bit more chance to get Gary. It's just at a point. I'm going to say by the end of the week.
When are you going to get
you want
plushies
Gary?
for Produce
You gotta
Cats?
wait.
You know what? I have 5 or no, I have 3. I have 3 of them actually designed to go to prototype when I have the money to do it.
Nice.
Like I am ready for Produce Cat plushies. Absolutely.
All right, so tell us about Produce Cats, because you know what? It's that number bugs me. I want to see that hit 1,000.
You know what was it was infuriating when it ended. It ended at $950, like a nice even, multiple of 5. And I was like, okay, it's okay. I would, like we were so close to 1,000, but like I'm okay with that. But it was 29 backers. Like, why couldn't it be 950 and 30 backers? What was that about? And now it's like there's 30 backers, but it's 981. Come on.
I don't think
I got it at 75. That's a clean number, and 130. I like both those numbers. Those are beautiful numbers. And I didn't say this because we were just kind of chatting. Thank you so much.
You have 30 backers. What do you mean?
Immortal Era. I appreciate you all who backed it. I will be getting your stuff. I'm ordering it now. I appreciate you. I didn't say it before, but yeah, when we saw our little fireworks, thank you for making those fireworks possible. This is my best campaign in like 3 books. So thanks so much. And next one, trade's coming out. So we'll see if you finally put your money where your mouth is. Everybody says, I'm going to wait for that volume 2. It's coming.
I hate when they say that. I had somebody say that at the con. It's like, I have literally 2 books out, and they're like, "Oh, I'll come back when it's finished." I was like,
"Oh man, I've been
here. It's never gonna be finished.
Never."
Like you are a very patient human being because this is indie comics. I can't promise you anything. I hope issue 2 exists one day when you're telling me I'll wait for the trade when I have 1 issue out. So you see, my table is pathetic. I got like 2 stickers and a book. So
I'll tell you, the hard
prospects aren't good.
They sell so much better than my single issues ever did. Like, I don't think I ever made what's the most I ever made? Like maybe 300 with singles, and then the first con I had hardcovers, it was 500. I was like, woohoo! So
yeah, I still sell the heck out of issue 1. I mean, that one is still my bestseller. I have to constantly keep it reprinted. So at yesterday's con, I think I sold maybe 10 trades, and I sold 20 copies of issue 1 because they're not quite sure. They want to make sure it's safe. So I just constantly.
I don't give them the option. Like,
I'm putting everything else out of print. So it's going to be 1 or the trade, and volume 2, because I'm at the point I'm almost out of most of that 1 through 6. All that's going to be.
I'm just saying, like, I don't give them the option for singles anymore because they'll just buy the hardcover. So I guess you have that. Your hardcover's cheap too, so that helps. I got to do the hardcover where you did it next time because my hardcover's 50, so they're not touching it. All right, so Sarah, tell us about Produce Cats while we have real cats in the picture.
Yeah, so this started out as a fun little thing that I was just doing because I think it was like right in that pandemic era. I was bored out of my mind, and so I just had a weird idea. Actually, the very first one I did do was the avocado, which is not in this one, funnily enough. There's the avocado. I did it a long time ago, and I was bored at a con. It's always when I'm bored.
I gotta go to the campaign. Sorry, I forgot you're finished. So I'm like, why am I not seeing what I want to see? But yes, there we go.
Yeah. So I ended up doing like a whole there's 25 of these now, and now we've unlocked 6 of them as stickers, magnets, keychains, wooden keychains. I'd love to do enamel pins or acrylic keychains. Yeah. Corissa messaged me to say like, hey, when you're ready to do this, let me know because I got people for you. And I am so here for it too. Like I just things need to be a little bit more stable politically, I guess, And I'm concerned about that, so I just elected not to do enamel pins this time around, even though these would be freaking adorable as enamel pins, wouldn't they? Oh my gosh. And we unlocked, so I got the 5 original vegetables, and then we did unlock the mango, and we were just $50 away from the strawberry. It happened all so fast that we were down at the.
Tell me their names though, because I like a play on words. Do they all have cat names, I assume?
No, they have kind of fun little plays on vegetables for their names. Yeah, onion is Pearl the onion, and Tom. That one we were like Tom's not very because my friends my co-hosts from Critical Affection, Amanda and Brian helped me write the bios and name the produce cats. And I actually had none of this was planned at all. And then Fish was like, "You should name them," and I was like, "God damn it, Fish!"
I'm here to help.
But you know what? They got more personality with
Julianne.
Yeah, so we were like, Tom's a little boring, and I was like, what if we name him Tomothy? And so that's his name. And we just it plays on different either culinary terms or the vegetables. Like Alfonso is actually a variety of mango, and I was like, well, that's perfect.
Yeah, how can you beat that?
Yeah, exactly. And Tom actually works because tomato, but also tomcat. So I was like, I'll allow it.
It works.
And
I actually thought of tomcat. Yeah.
Yeah. I have so much cat hair just straight up my nose right now.
Huh.
And he's just so happy. Like, look at him. He's just so freaking happy right now.
Very content cat.
Draped across my elbow. Yeah, and okay, now he's not. I said something and I ruined it.
Yep. That's what happened.
Yeah, so I want to do another one. I'm thinking, because I have that right there that you're scrolling past there is Noctiluca, which is going to be launching on September 9th. And then I have Power Broker, which is going to be October 14th. And then after that, you're running into like Thanksgiving and stuff, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going to try and ask people for money when they're already strapped for Christmas stuff. So
yeah, I'm the idiot. I'm launching on Thanksgiving. I'm launching on Halloween just because I think it's a cool book to launch on Halloween, and see if I regret that. I'm keeping it low for my goal, so it's like I'm only making the goal 1,000. So that way, if whatever happens, because I think when I do horror cons, that thing's gonna blow out. It's gonna do really well.
I started doing some little bat cats. And if those turn out, I thought maybe I'll do a little like quick mini thing for Batcat stickers, and maybe I can do pins. If I only do one design, I can do pins for just one design. Like I'm okay with risking it for one design.
Oh my god, like one around Halloween with like jack-o'-lantern cats and
yeah. I have a pumpkin. I already had with these.
There's a cross promotion for our October campaigns right there.
There you go. Yeah, because I was like, I have a pumpkin cat already that I had made 3 years ago, and I thought, well, this wouldn't be that hard to turn into a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin cat, so it could be super easy actually. And so I thought, well, that and like a little bat cat, that'd be cute. And I was like, oh, and then I could have a little ghost cat and a little witch cat. And then I was like, no, you said you were gonna do one design.
It never ends.
Yeah, no. It's annoying.
You gotta have stretch goals, baby. You gotta have
those. I thought, yeah, exactly. That's very true. And I thought, these, I make these myself at the makerspace. We have a big old laser. This laser, I'd say it's worth more than my car, but that doesn't mean anything, right? Because my car could be worth $500. You don't know.
Yeah. It's over $400.
It's worth slightly more than that, but I don't drive it very often anymore. So maybe it's It's like it's lowering in value as we speak. It's just out there slowly rotting in the parking lot, But that's the point. Like it's we got a big boss laser, and I can do pretty much whatever I want. And I thought, why not make these into little wooden pins? I could try doing that.
Yeah. You can find a way. It'll be cool.
And these are sort of popular. I think that once people get them and find out that they're actually pretty substantial and nice, that maybe there'll be a little more confidence in them, because they're cute, but I wonder if they're not, because they're not enamel pins. They're just wooden, not acrylic, not enamel. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like I wanted to do a quick little, maybe a little 10-day thing at Halloween with those, and if it doesn't fund, it doesn't fund.
Well, like I said, we can cross promote. We'll do the cross promote with pick.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the back because it's floaters.
Consider doing acrylic pins because you don't need a mold for that. Whereas
that's true.
I don't like to think about it, but I've bought 25 pins. Each one is $100 just for the molds. So I try not to think about that. But
that's Corissa knows when I say I've only got the 3 designs for the plushies and I haven't put them in because I do not have the money. Each one of those is like $300 to $500 to get the prototype, which is and I'm sitting here going, I have stuff I can sew myself. I'm pretty good at it for some things. Like, can I not just make my own prototype and then I could just send you guys the pattern and you just mass produce them for me? Why can't we do that? But they don't do
that. Paying $100 for my prototypes.
I wonder what we'll have to talk later about where you got them, where you got your quotes from, because mine was like $300 and they were like, these are simpler, so they should be on the lower end, but they could be $600. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't have $600. Sorry.
I feel your pain on that. So the things I'd love to buy, but my merch generally kind of just sits there because it's unknown characters. Where Carissa's got cryptids, and people who like cryptids, they may not read her book, but they're gonna buy a lot of cryptid stuff because they're cute. You know,
insulting my book.
Oh no!
They don't want to read your book. They just want your cool plushies.
You do though. That is true though, because like everybody.
Golf. If they don't like golf, they're not going to read it.
Yeah, you might get people who absolutely hate comics walking in, seeing, "Ooh, that's Cthulhu. I love Cthulhu. I'm going to buy that." And
I don't read comics. Then
my plushie and my stickers and my pins are what like funds everything now at cons.
I
make about between 600 and 1400 at cons, and I don't push the books as hard as I used to. I'm lazy, so I'm pretty much like all I ever say is, what's your favorite cryptid when they come to the table, and then I'll give the whole spiel. Well, this is this, and if you are into supernatural, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, I wrote a comic book, and then But I'm too lazy now. I'm just like, pay me money and then I'll go home and then I'll do Kickstarter.
I want people to pay me money for stuff they don't know about. They're ready for that.
It's the same general idea with the cryptids. Like everybody knows the cryptids, and then like the veggie cats and the stuff that I have to sell that'll be upcoming are not. It's generic, the word, like they're universal. Like people like cats, and so they like cats as stuff, like they like cute little dressed up cats. They like, so like I can get away with that too, and like they don't have to know anything that I've done or care about it in order to want a little cat that the strawberry that looks like a cat, or a cat that is a strawberry or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works on that too. Like I'm definitely planning on taking these to conventions.
I think they'll do well. And I don't know. Maybe I'll get I'll buy some extra Garys from
you. If she does cons with me, we can split a booth and then you.
Yeah, that's what I want to hit up next year. I've got a goal. I want to go to Heroes Con because that's the one I had such bad FOMO. Did anybody else have FOMO about all those a-holes on social media posting about how much fun they were having at Heroes Con? And I was like, but I didn't get to go.
Like everybody I know was there.
Everybody was there. Freaking Kyron on the other, were you there too, Ed? Because of course you probably were, right?
No. I missed that one, and I didn't have the FOMO because travel cons are rough to pay for. So
that's
Nashville.
fair.
I'm trying to find
the other one I regretted.
Nashville. Yeah, Nashville's the one. Like I had the chance.
Pictures of everybody when we were there because it's like ended up being everyone converging on Nashville. So So I'm like, okay, I could conceivably drive to Nashville. I absolutely can drive to C2E2, but that's much harder to get into. So I'm gonna try. I don't think that I'll be getting into C2E2 for 2026, but maybe 2027. I just don't have enough stuff yet. Yeah, I just don't have enough stock. I don't have, but Nashville, I can totally shoot for Nashville. Yeah, join us because I'll be there again. And Carissa,
I've seen that horror movie. Join us.
Join us. All right. So
I really enjoyed the Nashville Con. If I hadn't have sold out of some of my books, I would have killed it at that show. But I sold out of some that I was low on stock on, and then all of a sudden the deals didn't work as great, and I wasn't making as many sales. But man, I came this close to just cleaning up at that show. But
hopefully
the
next year
hotel
you can come and everybody will be back. Hopefully, I don't know. I know I will. I know Carissa will, and that's enough right there. You can hang out with us.
Yeah. I'm gonna try for Nashville, and maybe I'll try for Heroes. Like Heroes is a bit of a jaunt. I conceivably could drive to it, but
I'll probably never go to Heroes. I have like, even if I make certain, like I've been making above. I've been doing really good with the stickers and the plushies and everything, but I can't. Like I wanted to do Scarefest. It's $450 for an artist table, and I assume people
insane, y'all. If you're a convention runner of any, like if you're on the board or something, please tell them to stop pricing us out, because like we're artists, we don't have any money. We are poor as hell.
That's the highest I've ever
Price
seen.
of California cons, you'll lose your mind at how much they cost.
Oh God, yes, I've seen the prices for San Diego. I was like, okay, I know if I could afford to stock up and stuff, I'd probably do amazing at San Diego. But like a $700 for a crappy table, no, I can't do that. Yeah. And then all the money, and then like I'd have to fly there, and I'd have to mail all that shit to the con. Oh my gosh!
I'm in the area, so
well, that's fair. I have several friends that would probably so like San Diego. I mean, oh my gosh, like but I would probably have like just purchase the books and have them shipped directly to Ed's house. For San Diego, like, and you're gonna end up offering that to too many people and have like entire rooms that you can't walk into now.
I'm offering it to you. It's not an open offer to the internet. Anyone in this room right now, Fish, Carissa, you want to go to San Diego? You want to go to LA? I'm your hub. Anybody else?
I will never ever enter California. I am totally scared of California. The driving.
I honestly don't have any interest in SDC.
It's my fault. They're not all like me, Carissa. Don't worry.
Too much.
If they were all like you, I'd go. No, it's not the people. It's just.
It's just big and busy and like it's a daunting thought. Like I'd like to try it sometime just to say that I did it, but I don't know if it would be like a yearly thing or anything like that for me.
You'd enjoy it once.
Yeah, and there's always the possibility that it'll be on fire.
No, I cannot promise that it won't be on fire.
It
could be on fire tomorrow for all I know.
You get
I'm knocking on wood right now.
You get wildfires. You get everything. So California has scared me since I was a kid. I will never go there.
Every place has its thing. It's kind of like God said, don't go here.
We don't have
everybody went there.
We got earthquakes that'll catch you right off guard, but you don't see them coming, so you can't be scared.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, there's an earthquake. Oh, it's over. Cool. Move along.
But that's why I got asked on a podcast recently about which would I take, the hurricane, would I take a tornado, would I take an earthquake, and I was like, I'm gonna have to stick with tornado because that's the devil I know.
Yeah,
I know what to do when they have it in the tornado. I don't know what to do if there's an earthquake. Do I just put my head between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye? What do you do?
They used to say run for the doorways. Now they say don't do that. So essentially,
under the stairs,
just ride it out. It's like a wave. So. You just let it roll, and then you leave. And
just watch TV. Turn up the volume.
We had our first work meeting back.
It's an immersive experience.
And the speaker who was there he was from the South. He's like, oh damn, I want back to what I know. I like tornadoes because these earthquakes suck. So yeah, you
know what I will say about tornadoes that suck though, like the wildfires. That is a horrifying concept to me, but at least the wildfires clean up their own mess. Tornadoes will scatter shit for miles. My cousin, her and her.
Night.
What?
Yeah, it's always at night.
Oh yeah, because you can't see them then. My cousin's my cousin and aunt and uncle's entire farm got flattened by a tornado, and we went horseback riding down into my family's got lots of land, and so we went horseback riding down into the land a year and a half later, and I shit you not, we found one of my cousin Cassie's boots down there. And we were like, what the hell? And then we were like, what the hell is that weird orange thing? And then we pull it out and it's a boot. And then we're like inspecting the boot going, oh, I bet somebody's mad about this because this is one of the good area boots. And then we're looking at it and it freaking said Cassie in the, like it had her name on the inside. And I was like, oh shit, this is one of her rodeo boots. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And I thought, and that was a year and a half and like 3 miles away. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah. We had 2 tornado warnings.
We need to wrap up because I'm getting a note that there's another show that's waiting.
Oh shit! Yep.
So, and we, Sarah and Fish and I have proven that we can talk all damn day.
So the wrong people on.
And I feel like Corissa could easily do that as well. Like
Corissa could join us
by herself.
Fish and Sarah, we hold the record now, the longest. And Pops was like, "Get off!" So I don't want Pops to have to be angry at me. So
I talked for 3 hours once on my show, the very first episode.
You know what? We need to see if Corissa can come on and we can break the record. If we bring back Lori and we want to topple the 2.5 hours.
Going for a week of nonstop talking. We could do that.
All right, we're ready for it. But for today, since I want Pops to be on my good side, we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming on and counting down with me and back their projects. They're amazing. Corissa will get you your books right away. She's faster than Marvel. She makes me feel inept, but that's all right. It keeps me moving.
I already have issue 15 in stock on hand, so I'm ready.
See, and that's all right. That's
wow.
Like, all right, I'm a slacker. Pick up your game, and everyone have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you on Wednesday talking music with Dash.
Bye.
Cheers.